So you've already drawn your basic shapes in with your pencil. I did use Sharpie so that you can see my lines, but you should have used pencil. Now what you're going to do is you're going to go over all of those lines that you've already drawn using just a regular Sharpie. This isn't going to be the thin point Sharpie, just your normal everyday one. You aren't going to be adding any more details at this point in time. You're just going to go over all of the lines that you've already drawn. Now I'm going to go in with the Sharpie that I was using and add in some more intricate details. I'm not going to do the nitty-gritty. I'm not filling in things yet, doing tiny little circles, tiny lines. I'm not doing that part yet. This is just the second step into creating my mandala. So I'm going in and I'm adding petals, more circles, ovals, triangles, all the basic shapes that we've already practiced with the mandala. I'm going to apply them here. I'm just doing what feels natural to the shape. I'm basically letting my hand take the wheel, and my mind is just in a meditative state, just like when we are making a traditional mandala. It's supposed to be a meditative form. Nothing is too severe. If you make a mistake, just thicken the line a little bit with your Sharpie. No one will know the difference, and I've done that a few times on my composition already. I am just using the normal Sharpie right now. In a few minutes, in a few seconds for you, I will be going in with my thin point Sharpie and then again with this one to fill in some shaded areas. But right now, we're just adding in just a little bit more detail than we did before. Now I'm gonna go in with my thinner Sharpie. This is where I'm gonna go in and I'm going to start adding little straight lines, triangles, some smaller petals, some swirls inside of shapes that I've already created, just to create depth and make my composition itself more interesting. This would be one of the last steps of a mandala before we started to fill it in. This would be where we went over the waves, and you can reference the PowerPoint to see more design patterns. These are just ones that felt natural to me. You don't need to use these. This is my composition, it's not yours. I don't want to see this replicated. I want you to think of something creative and unique to you, whatever feels natural to you. This is as far into detail as I went on my mandalas, but I did push myself further on one singular mandala, which I'm going to show you right now. So here I used my thin Sharpie and my thicker Sharpie, and I filled in some areas, created a bunch of variety throughout my composition, and I created a dynamic where your eye flows through the mandala itself. That is the glory of having an asymmetric mandala. So this is about to the level where I want to see your compositions go, where you have nitty-gritty details in there. You are creating two 6x6 mandalas, and they should be replicated. So every detail that you do on one mandala, you are going to replicate on the other. So this is just my example. You are creating your own unique mandala, but this is about what it should look like when you are finished.